Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Paritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karati Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatripatamam Vande Shikhronanatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Today is a very auspicious divine appearance of Mother of the Universe, Jagannatha, and Goddess of Devotion, Srimati Radharani. I'm a very fallen condition, so what can I speak? And how can I extol the glories of the purest form of divine love? Very well present in spiritual world. Of course, she extends her mercy. I seek the blessings of all of you. Today morning, Rashika Guru spoke very well. Actually, no, there was so much spiritual energy when he spoke. Amazing. So Krishna Parasya Sakti Vividaya Sruyate Swabhaviki Jnana Bala Kriyacha. Krishna has unlimited energies, but internal energy Antaranga Shakti, external energy Bahiranga Shakti. We, the living entities, marginal energy. So that's this Antaranga Shakti is also called Chitti Shakti or Swarupa Shakti. It has three divisions: Sandhini, Samvit, and Hladini. It has a Krishna has these three potencies. This Swarupa Shakti is again split up into three divisions: Sandhini, Samvit, and Hladini Shakti. You all should know Krishna is a eternally supreme personality of Godhead. Absolute truth is different from Devi Devata. One day I heard this statement. I liked it because India, Hinduism is polytheistic. You have so many devatas, unlike Christianity and Islam. But no, we also, there is actually, there are so many schools in America, so many primary and middle schools. There are very few universities that offer PhD. There are very few universities that offer PhD. When you go there, you'll try to focus on particular aspect which you have been focusing from day one of your school. So in Hinduism also, if you really want to do the mastery of spirituality, Vedanta, there you'll understand God is one too. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Shivdati. That tattva, vadanti tattva vidas tattvam yajnanam advayam. So Advaya Jnana Paratattva is Bhagavan. Brahman is there, no doubt. Paramatma is there. Brahman is a effulgence. Paramatma is local expansion. Bhagavan is the fullest manifestation of the God. It's non-dual. Paratattva, that doesn't change. Bhagavatam says it is Krishna. That Krishna has, Krishna means all attractive. Jehovah means very merciful. So when you are merciful, you become attractive naturally. Allah means supreme controller. When you are a controller, you become attractive. In other words, different people call him with different names. But at the end of the day, they're all attractive. Attraction in Sanskrit is called Krishna. So my Prabhupada came to America. God is just it's a term, it's a position, but he should have a name. We know the name of the God. It's Krishna. So that Krishna has unlimited potencies. So the main energy, Antaranga Shakti, has 3 divisions. Sandhini, Samvitra and Hladini. Sandhini is the potency by which Krishna maintains himself. The entire spiritual world, his parents, his paraphernalia, their manifestation of Sandhini potency. Samvit is cognition. Samvit potency, it is because of which we know we are a spirit soul, not the body. We know Krishna is God, and Krishna knows he is God, and Krishna knows we are part and parcel. This knowledge, this cognitive, because of the cognitive potency, we have this idea. Even on the material level, okay, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I have all these things. So on material level also cognition works, but that is spiritual level, it is actually very pure. Krishna knows he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are part and parcel of Krishna. Mama Vamsa Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. So it is because of the Samvit potency, cognitive potency. But there is one more, pleasure potency, Ahladini Shakti. So Supreme Lord, why we all want to enjoy? Long weekend is coming. What are you going to do? I'll close the doors and cry. Is there anybody like that? Yes, if that crying gives you happiness. Anything you do in this world is for happiness. Yes or no? How many of you attended state fair here? Be honest. Somebody went tested. Okay, let us raise our hands. Only one. So, somebody wants to go to state fair. Some people come here for kirtan because they find happiness in that. Some people find happiness in deities. Some people find happiness only in prasad. 5 minutes before prasad starts, they come. That's fine. Wherever you find pleasure, you'll come there. Yes or no? How many of you like, honey, sweets, rasgulla, gulab jamun? How many of you like bitter gourd sabji? You all know, because health reasons it's very good. So though your tongue is miserable, your heart is enjoying. How many of you agree? Your mind is enjoying, but the tongue is miserable. Very interesting. Because your focus is health, right? So something has to enjoy. Where is it coming from? From him. And not that you don't say Krishna like this. 2020 is like this, 2050 is like this, 2090 is like this. Krishna is not like that. Krishna is busy, busy, busy. One day he goes and steals, another day he plays, So Purushabodhi in Upanishad explains, he just Nitya Leela and Rakta. He doesn't do anything but taking part in unlimited pastimes with his devotees. So we also, because we are his part and parcel, we have the same quality, Anandamayo Abhyasat. We want to enjoy. That is the nature of the soul. But that pleasure potency has a name. What is her name? Radha Krishna Pranay Vikradra Haladini Shaktirasmat. Ekatmanav api bhupura deha beto gatoto. So this whole mental manifestation is based on that loving exchange. You know, maybe as a gulab jamun, there is 5 seconds enjoyment, but there is this enjoyment, it manifests to the maximum extent between man and woman, feminine and masculine. Where is it coming from? From him. No, spiritual world. You know, it's a perverted reflection, this world, you know. So so Krishna, because he is full in himself, Atma Rama is fully satisfied. But for the sake of enjoying, he becomes two. He takes this spiritual, this pleasure potency outside, and he enjoys. He takes this pleasure, spiritual potency, this pleasure potency outside. He take it like this. Krishna doesn't enjoy outside. Krishna doesn't need anything outside. He is full in himself. Why we all come to temple? Because he is a reservoir of pleasure. Because he has Radharani with him. You know. So when you come, I want little pleasure. He said, Radharani, get. So he has a storehouse of pleasure. But the storehouse of pleasure has a name. What is that? Radharani. So he looks like this. Okay. Radharani has a hand like this, right? Pleasure. Okay. Blessings. So very interesting. You don't see Krishna like this. Krishna is always playing in the flute. But when you come like this, it turns. Okay, Radharani. You know. So this pleasure potency has two duties. She is a feminine counterpart. She has two duties. Ladini karaya Krishna ananda swadana. Ladini radwara kare bhakti raposhan. You know, because she is a feminine counterpart, you know, what she does? She gives pleasure to Krishna. And she fully satisfies him. Krishna Mayi, Devi Krishna Mayi Prokta Radhika Paradevata, Sarvalakshmi Mayi Sarva Kanti Samohini Para. So she satisfies Govinda Nandini. She satisfies Krishna fully. Krishna is not like you and me. What do you want? What will you ask? Suddenly Krishna comes. What do you want? You become confused. You don't know what to ask. Maximum you'll ask green card. Or if you have it, you'll ask citizenship. If you don't have, if you have everything, what you will do? Give me a little peace. We don't even know what to ask. But Krishna is not like you and me. Krishna's devotees, Dhruva asked one planet bigger than my grandfather. When Krishna's devotees asking like that, Krishna's demands are also very high, right? But because he is infinite, he is full, his desires are very high. Radharani says, my storehouse is also very high. Your desires are infinite. My pleasure to my desire, what is that? My storehouse of pleasure to give you is infinite too. The love I have for you is infinite. My ability to satisfy your infinite desires is infinite. Krishna says, I'll test you. Krishna has been testing Radharani since time immemorial. Till this day he failed. Because whatever desire, take it. Immediately. You know. Hladini karaya Krishna ananda swadan. Hladini radwara kare bhakti raposhan. But she's in between us and Krishna. So what she does? She nourishes us. You know, Govinda Nandini Radha Govinda Mohini. So she gives, she perfectly satisfies him. She is an enchantress. Krishna entices the whole universe, all the entire cosmos. But Radharani entices him. She enchants him. Krishna got the name Madan Mohan, but Cupid is the one who gives us everyone trouble. And one day somebody told Cupid, if you can tempt Krishna, your name will be eternally famous. Cupid said, I tried to tempt Lord Shiva and I lost my body for a long time. I don't want to tempt anybody on that level. Don't worry, this person is not like that. He'll not burn you to ashes. Try. Really? To get the story short. So he went to the bank of Yamuna. Somebody said, he'll be in the bank of Yamuna every day. So he went to the bank of Yamuna. He saw a blue color. So he has little fear and he was holding the bow and arrow. But for you to shoot, that person has to turn back, right? So he's telling, turn back, turn back. But he doesn't know Krishna is in his heart as Paramatma too. So Krishna turned. So Cupid has these powerful arrows. We all have experience. So when he turned, so he picked up the arrow to shoot, to tempt Krishna, to agitate sexually Krishna. But when he looked at Krishna's beauty, he was tempted and he fainted. He fainted, bow and arrow slipped from his hands. And that is Krishna's beauty. Madan Mohan. So Krishna's beauty can tempt even the Cupid, Kamadev also. But Radharani is a Madana Mohana Mohini. She enchants Krishna also. So because she is so close to Krishna, Govinda Sarvasva, she is the what is that? Be all and end all of Krishna. Everything of Krishna. Kanta Siromani, crest jewel of all the ladies, feminine counterparts. So for that reason, what she does, she nourishes us. She knows our problems and she offers umbrella for us. She offers shelter for us. Don't worry, I'm there. You come to me, don't worry about him. And you come to me, I'll take care of you. So whatever you want to ask me, I have a question for everyone. You ask your father or mother. Default mother, there may be exception, of course. Because mother is soft. This is coming from Radharani only. So, little tattva here. Krishna Kanta Ganate Kitrimida Prakara Eka Lakshmi Gana Puri Mahishi Gana Ara Rajangana Rupa Ara Kanta Gana Sara Sri Radhika Haite Kanta Ganira Vistara. So, material world, everyone knows Lakshmi Devi. Yes or no? Everyone wants cash. You agree or not? But, so that Lakshmi, all the Lakshmi Tattva, Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnu, Vasudhara, Vamana, Sridhara, there's so many Vishnus, they all have equal Lakshmis, counterparts. But the origin of all the Lakshmi is Radha. Similarly, what is that? Mahishi Gana, Krishna has queens in Dwaraka. They all, one is Vaibhav Vilas, another is Vaibhav Prakash. They all come from Krishna, Radharani. And what about the gopis, Rajagopis? They are the mirror images of Radharani. In other words, Krishna does not enjoy anything outside of Radharani only. Why? Radharani is his internal potency, sir. She is Antaranga Shakti. He doesn't enjoy anything outside. How many of you are clear? Otherwise, sometimes it is easy to worship Ram, difficult to worship Krishna. Not like that. Because anything you see around, anybody you see that Krishna is connected with, they are all expansions of Radharani. In fact, for parents, the love you have for your children is actually Radharani's love. But that is also Radharani's love. A deer loves the baby deer, that is also Radharani's love. So the way Krishna is infinite, Radharani's love is infinite. Though it is fully occupied, still it keeps on expanding. That is what is called infinite. And so Lakshmi ji is an expansion of Radharani. Durga or Parvati is also an expansion of Radharani. One is material energy, another is spiritual energy. Tvam amsa Lakshmi Durgadikacha. Lakshmi comes from Radharani. Durga also comes from Radharani. You know? So this Ladini Shakti, Atayeva Sarva Puja Parama Devata, Sarva Palika Sarva Jagatera Mata. You know? She is the most worshipable Parama Devata. Why? She will not punish you for your wrongdoings. You don't see Radharani holding any weapon. There is no trident. You know? She is the mother of the universe. She is for your welfare. She will not find fault with you. You know? And she wants your well, she is your well-wisher. And she'll nourish you. And because she satisfies Krishna perfectly, you know, Radharani got the name Anaya Radhana, Aradhana. She worships Krishna perfectly. She is also called Pujarini, perfect Pujari. Did you see one? Did you observe one thing? Pujari is in between us and Krishna. He is showing ghee lamp. He worshipped Krishna, he or she. Then he turned and gave it to all of us. Everyone did it. We cannot do Arti directly. You are understanding or not? So what Pujari is doing? Pujari is worshipping Krishna, and that mercy is distributing to all of us. So exactly that, actually that is the role of Radharani. She worships Krishna, she takes good care of Krishna, and the mercy she distributes. That's why Bhagavatam speaker is also given garland, Radharani's garland. Why Radharani's garland? So that with that mercy, you know, he will distribute to all of us through the knowledge. Should I continue? I didn't ask for it. I'm talking about Radharani actually. So, but one thing we should understand, Radha Krishna Eka Atma Duyi Dehadari Anyonya Vilasa Rasa Aswadana Kori. Radha and Krishna only one Atma. For the sake of enjoyment, they became two bodies they got, but they are one. Why I'm speaking all these things? There is a lot of confusion. You know? No. Tattva should be clear. Can you separate sun from its rays? Sun and sun rays are inseparable. Sun rays have no value, no existence without sun. Sun has no value without sun rays. Do we all look for sun? Yes or no? Why? Because of sun rays. Nobody here looks for stars. You look for star. You say stand outside, what are you looking for? That star. Nobody cares because stars don't have rays. So we don't have anything to do with stars. But we have something to do with the sun. Why? Because of the heat that sun rays give. Because of the warmth that Radharani gives. We want Krishna. You know? Krishna is Radharani's Shakti, Shaktiman. What we want the first one. What is that? What do you want? Someone has a locker key. You know, someone has locker key. So imagine Krishna has the key for that pleasure locker. But there is one more person directly controlling that locker. What you will do? You will go to that person. And a little bit. So you're telling Krishna, please give. Krishna is playing flute. You say, all right, I will go to Radharani directly. So Shaktiman, what do you want? that warmth, go to that person directly. So Radha Krishna Aicha Sada Ekai Swarupa Leela Rasa Aswadite Dhare Dui Rupa. They're actually one, but for the sake of rasa, for the sake of enjoyment, they became two. You know? So it is when they are united, it is Lord Chaitanya. When they became two, it is Radha and Krishna. It's eternally possible. All the contradictions are possible with Krishna. When they are united eternally, it is Lord Chaitanya. When they are separated for enjoyment, it is Radha and Krishna. So because she has this pleasure, but she is the ocean reservoir of pleasure. Everyone wants that. Everyone wants it. We may not know because we do not know. First of all, who wants Radharani? Who wants the grace of Radharani? Because you have been coming to the classes. 2 years ago, you also wanted money. Come to Hare Krishna, not interested. What do you want? Job. F1 to H1. Then H1 will get. Then what do you want? Permanent job. I come to Hare Krishna. Radharani is there, not interested. Because who wants Radharani? One day, number 8 means infinite. Turn like this, infinite. Brahma lives for 311 trillion 40 billion years. Compared to that, what is 78 years? Yes or no? And in the age of 20 and 30, body is an object of enjoyment. Same body in the age of 50, I said trouble dega, I can't even explain to you. That body, same body will give a lot of trouble in 50s and 60s. In 30s, it is an object of vehicle of enjoyment. In 50s, it is vehicle of suffering. In your 30, you don't understand this statement. Wait a little more time. Don't worry, it will be there. Everyone will be there. But then what happens? You leave that body, go elsewhere. Don't know where we are going, don't know why we are going, don't know how we are going, but we go. So a person who thinks I am this body, he will never come to Radharani. Why? He wants things connected to the body. If you have everything for the body, what next you want? I want 1 million followers on Facebook. Because I have food to eat, I have some sense enjoyment, and I have a family life. What next you want? I want little name and fame. But you have 1 million also. Still, you realize I have uncontrolled mind. Everyone says you have 1 million followers, friends, Prabhu. You say, I don't even have one friend. So this Maya, material energy, also expansion Radharani, because of her power, she's telling, you get this, you'll be happy. You get this, you'll be happy. You get this, you'll be happy. We have been trying. In that trying only, our life is gone. How many of you agree? By our good fortune, one day one person will give book. Or one day one person will give little prasad. Or they will take you to Hare Krishna temple for prasad. Or you like Kirtan. And you will start liking it. Do you want to know our Sunday feast statistics? How many of you want to know? Class starts at 1 o'clock. One day I really calculated. We are putting so much energy. What is this Sunday feast? By 1 o'clock, there are actually Kirtan starts at 12:30. There are 25-30 people. 1 o'clock also 25 people. Actually, Kirtan 35-40 people. Then 1 o'clock, suddenly out of 35, 20 people disappear. Because we know all Bhagavad Gita, no need. In the class, only 15 people. I was sitting behind. 120. Another 3 people join. Because their service in the kitchen is over, they'll come and join. 25 now. 135. 35 now. Suddenly, time becomes 5 minutes to 2. And there are 95 people now. In that 5 minutes, everyone will come. 95 people means I can hear at least 5 minutes. I don't want to give an impression to temple. I came only for prasad. Let me hear 5 minutes class. Great. They are very good people. Means they are maturing. 2 o'clock class ends. Everyone goes out. There are 250 people. Where are these people? So different people have different gradations of pleasure. That's okay, there's nothing wrong. So the point I'm making is, you are making progress. Bhagavad Gita says you are not the body. Oh, really? I think I'm this body. When you think you are this body, the one thing very prominent is lust. Childhood, I used to think, my mouth is very good. I speak so sweetly, but my mind is very bad. My mind is very bad. What is this? But when I came to Hare Krishna, then I understood. It's that this is nonsense rut in the mind, but I am trying to speak so nicely. But I have a pollution here. Why the rivers are polluted? Oceans are polluted? Because everyone's heart together is polluted today. Ecological problem is spiritual problem. So, unless somebody, by the grace of a devotee or by the grace of Srila Prabhupada book or Prasad, unless they realize, here I am not the body but spirit soul, unless they do some research on this aspect, they will never ask Radharani. What they will ask? I want 3. Lakshmi, Lakshmi, Lakshmi only. I want money, money, money. Nothing else. One day, somebody came to me. I was working. Come to this program. One day in Malaysia, there is a nice Hare Krishna program. I said, I will not come. I'm not interested. Career means money. Now I think, because there is some research in this side, I wasted my time there. So a person who invests on body and bodily relations and things connected to body, they don't want Radharani. But by the grace of devotees, that Krupa enters, Krupa Shakti enters, then you will want it. Who wants Radharani? A person who realizes, theoretically at least, I am not the body but a spirit soul. And by the time you become 30, at least 2-3 family members, their cell phone numbers will be on your phone, but they are not there. How many of you agree? You have some cell phone numbers, but they are not there. Then you will understand. I think I don't know how I came alone, but I'll go alone. Oh, I think okay. I think I need a little spiritual life. That's how it starts. That type of people, they don't go to temple shopping. One day one temple, Tuesday another temple, Thursday one temple. No. I want to focus on bhakti. Because of the little suffering they got, like because of little misery they got, or little happiness they got, whatever. They want bhakti. If you have come, ladies and gentlemen, whatever has happened before that, that's okay. It is Krishna's plan to bring you to the doorstep of bhakti. Fantastic. If you have understood, I need the grace of Krishna, but today I understood I need the grace, quote unquote, the grace of Radharani. You have made a huge progress. Trust me, you have attained a portion of perfection of your human life. There's 8 billion population. They're groping in darkness. Definitely you are not in them. I really congratulate you. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Why? You understood at least. To begin with, you may be 5th grade, 6th grade, 3rd grade, but you're there. It's only a matter of time. Your vehicle will reach spiritual world, the Lord seat of Radharani, Radha Krishna. So, we want to, then you realize, sensual pleasures have a beginning and end. Gulab Jamun, morning I was telling, 5 seconds. Rasgulla, Gulab Jamun, 40 seconds. Rasgulla, Gulab Jamun and samosa, 2 minutes. But every pleasure in this world is a pain associated with it. There is no pleasure in the world that is not associated with pain. If you have not realized, you can challenge me, but wait another 10 years, you will fully agree with me. I challenged it. There is some pleasure that is not associated with pain. That person said, no problem, we'll meet after 5 years. 1 year later, I called, you are right. There is no pure pleasure in this world. Yahi samsparsaja bhoga dukkha yona yavati adi antavanta kaunteya. Adi antavanta kaunteya. Nateshu ramate Buddha. Buddha, D means brain. Buddha intelligent. People who are intelligent, they don't take part in these material pleasures, Arjuna. They take, who are intelligent, where do they take pleasure? From spiritual energy, pure pleasure, doesn't have any encumbrances of pain. They will approach that pleasure. They are called Mahatma. The people who try for a pure pleasure, but who don't try for pleasure associated with pain, they are called Mahatma. Not everybody is Mahatma. Mahatma Anastumam Parda Daivi Prakriti Masrita. That type of people, first time Radharani name is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Daivi Prakriti Radharani. They will take shelter of Radharani. He's a Mahatma, great noble soul, sir. Ma'am. Why? He wants only pure pleasure. He doesn't want a pleasure associated with pain. You're all sitting here, you're Mahatmas to some category. Why? Unknowingly or knowingly, you're trying to attain the goal of a pure pleasure, which is not associated with pain. Means you are knowingly or unknowingly looking for Krishna, quote unquote Radharani of Krishna. Should I continue? Amazing. So, you are not the first one who tried for that grace. And what is the pleasure? Gulab Jamun, morning I was explaining pain. Every pleasure is associated with pain. Even if it is there, you have a great relationship, that person dies. And it creates more pain. Or some eating objects, you cannot eat after some time. But pure pleasure, it is not associated with pain. And that pleasure, it has only beginning, no end. It has only, that pure pleasure has beginning but no end. Amazing, right? Recently somebody said, oh, this kirtan is very good, dancing is very good. Even Michael Jackson also cannot dance, not alive, of course. I don't think he ever danced for 12 hours non-stop, even though he was given $1 million. We can dance whole day, 24 hours. Really? It is joy, explosion of joy within. And it keeps on increasing. Anandambudi Vardhanam. That's the power of the holy name. Lord Chaitanya brought was combination of Radha and Krishna. Kolokera Pramadana Harinama Sankirtana. This is not this. Another mantra that Hinduism has. What is this mantra? Directly descended from Golok Vrindavan to give all of us an experience of that spiritual pleasure here, so that you'll endeavor for that. You're all Mahatmas, but some Mahatmas tried in the past to attain that grace of Radharani. First one is Narada Muni. Narada Muni Bajaya Veena Radhika Ramana Name. So yes, initially you would say Narayan, Narayan, but one day he said, I want intimate relationship with Krishna. Narayan means fear and respect, awe and reverence. But I want to play goalies with Narayan. You cannot play goalies with Narayan. You need a separate relationship. So there is one more Adi Narayan, that is Krishna. Then he understood, if I want to play with Krishna, I need to access him through somebody else. Who is that? Radharani. So he went to Krishna and Krishna, my Lord. Then everyone does research. We all look for pleasure, right? Yes or no? 80,000. So once you get your salary 100,000, will you stop there? Huh? I'm fully satisfied. Santushta. One guy calls you, I'll give you 150K. You want to take it? Not interested. Is there anybody here like that? Yeah. Indians are trained to give best answers. So not like that. We want more if you have time, of course. So Narada Muni understood. This is Radharani. One day went to Krishna, my Lord, I'm traveling everywhere. So I want, please give me that access entrance. And what he did, Krishna said, no problem. Full blessings. Approach Radharani. He went to Radharani, and Radharani said, Radharani, give me that intimate, what is that, grace, krupa, that Krishna prema pleasure, give it to me. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Radharani said, Vrindavan is a very simple setting. If you follow this mood of gopis, of Raj, I'll give you that entrance. You will attain the perfection of union of love with Parabrahman Krishna. What should I do? Narada said, go and take bath in this kund, Gopi Kund. Narada took bath, came out, he became a gopi, Naradiya gopi. And he has an exchange, he took part in, so he was in part of this Rasamandala. And he was part of this, with all the gopis, there's millions and millions of gopis. So he also got an opportunity to take part, experienced. Amazing. So the guru of author of Ramayana wanted the grace of Radharani. The guru of author of Vedas, Mahabharata. Who is the author of Mahabharata? Who is Vyasadeva Guru? He wants the grace of Radharani. Amazing, right? Do you want the grace of Radharani or not? Where swans will go, crows will not go. Where crows will go, swans will not go. Crows look for garbage, swans look for pure, clean waters. Today you have a choice. You want to look for pure, clean waters, or you want to look for contaminated waters? Tadvayasam tirtham ushanti manasa. So, why human life is great? A, B, C, D. We have ability to inquire, and actually we are born to inquire, and we discriminate. We have a choice. C means choice. I want to go for the nonsense pleasure associated with pain, or should I go for pure pleasure? This one, little is an endeavor. I'll go for this. That is a good, intelligent guy. So you have a choice, but you make good choices. D means you have a determination to make right choice. Whatever choice you made, you will be the determination, you'll achieve it. That's why human life is right. So the guru of Ramayana, the author of Ramayana, who is the author of Ramayana? Who is his guru? He is looking for Radharani pleasure, Radharani's grace. Do you want to look for it or not? But you say there's some superstar is coming, and you want to, whomever you follow, that will decide your life. If you follow some superstar, your life will become star only. It will blink one time here like this, shooting star. But if you follow, what is that? Choose Mahatmas. Narada Muni. Vyasadeva Guru is looking for Radharani's grace. Valmiki Guru is looking for Radharani's grace. Prahalad Guru is looking for Radharani's grace. Dhruva's Guru is looking for Radharani's grace. There is only one person. Who is that? Narada Muni. So we should also look for it. Right? We did window shopping for a long time. We should put a full stop. We did temple shopping, window shopping for a long time. Enough is enough. Time is running out. COVID, so many people left. Thank God I am not part of that. So before my number comes, we should become a little serious. The way Narada Muni worked, we should also work for it. Not only Narada Muni, Hinduism. Maximum number of people in Hinduism worship Mahadev, Lord Shiva. In fact, in more Hindus worship Shiva than Krishna actually. Do you know that? But very interestingly, he is looking for the grace of Radharani. He is looking for I'm serious. Not that I'm creating a type of story. One day Shiva went to Radharani and said, I want your grace. Radharani said, you are such a renunciate. You have nothing to do with us. We are very simple cowherd goals. No, 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 please. All right, go take bath and come out. Lord Shiva came out, took bath. And Radharani took this Gopi, Shiva Gopi, to Krishna in the Rasamandala. Krishna, is suddenly saw one Gopi with a snake around the neck. Krishna said, who is this? Such a beautiful environment. There is a person having a snake. Radharani said, this is a Shiva Gopi. He wants to explain, experience a culmination of pleasure. That union of union with the divine and love. Not that became one. But he want to experience that Prema, Krishna Prema. Not only that, not just Shiva experienced. Who is apart from Shiva, who is the topmost living entity of the universe? Brahma. After Brahma level happened, Brahma went, fell at the feet of Krishna. Into all the four heads, he touched the ground. I really do not know how he did it. Because you cannot, four heads, you cannot touch the ground. But he did it. And my Lord, this place where you are standing, Vrindavan, replica of the spiritual world. What is that I want? I want to become a speck of the dust where all your Brajavasis headed by Radharani, they will come and whatever the dust they walked, I want to put the dust on my head and be satisfied. I don't need anything. Not that as soon as he saw Krishna, he took the list, started reading out. Give me the first one, second one, this is for my children, for my grandchildren. He didn't do that. What he said? I want to become the speck of dust on which all the Brajavasis walk. Krishna fulfilled. What is Nandagaon? That mountain. So Nandagaon actually. Nandagaon. Varsana, four heads, four mountains. So Varsana, four heads actually Brahma's heads. Mangad, Vilasgad, Bhangad, one more. Anyway, these four mountains are, Varsana is actually, and the Radharani's headquarters, Varsana, it is situated on Brahma's head. Krishna fulfilled his desire. So Brahma, our great-great-grandfather, he wanted the grace of Krishna. And Krishna fulfilled, Radharani fulfilled. He wanted the grace of Radharani, I'm sorry. And Radharani gave that Krishna Prema. And very interesting, not only Vyasadeva wrote Vedic literatures, the Vedas personified. Before penetrating into, before going to these missionaries from America, before going to India, they did a little research. In that research, they came to know 97% of Indians don't know the four names of Vedas. Some people don't even know that Vedas are four. They were very glad. 97% of Indians. Sometimes we give Bhagavad Gita as it is, book. They keep this as it is in their home. And you ask them, hey, Bhagavad Gita? Oh, definitely. Everybody. Yada, yada, hi dharmasya. Fully convinced you saw Mahabharata serial. If you know only one verse, but you don't know any other verses, it means you're an Indian. You have Bhagavad Gita in your home, but you always see, touch it, put your finger on your head, but you never read it, you're an Indian. But you're fully convinced, you know everything, but you don't know anything, you're an Indian. But you will visit temples and put the marks very well, but don't have any faith. But in your home, 20 pictures are there. You don't have any faith on them, but one of the 20 will give money or green card. So you have faith on green card, you're an Indian. Then why are you worshipping? If somebody, God is there, let him be happy also. But four Vedas, 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, they also became human beings. And they came out and said, my Lord, knowledge is within us, but we don't have any experience. We have not experienced the joy. We have knowledge. People touch us. They put their head, they touch us and like this, they place these books on their head. But we want pleasure. We want grace, Krishna Prema. And that is Radharani. We want Radha's grace. She is the bestower of Krishna Prema. Please allow us to, please give us this benediction. We get Radha's grace. Krishna said, sanctioned. So Krishna sent the personified Vedas to Radharani. Radharani blessed them. Shrutis, all the Shrutis, they became gopis. Experience that unlimited joys. Ladies and gentlemen. Uddhava, the intimate devotee of Krishna, this is Uddhava Kunda. He sat there and meditated, and he wanted, my Krishna came, what do you want, Uddhava? I sent you to convey my message to gopis. What did you realize? Uddhava is a disciple of Brihaspati. Uddhava is a Jnani, Jnana Mishita Bhakta. But when Uddhava saw the exaltedness of gopis, the love they had, Uddhava felt, he did not become envious. When somebody is better than us, we become envious. But Uddhava said, my Lord, Gulmalataushadinam, make me a creeper in Vraj. When these gopis walk on my head, I consider my life successful. 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam. So in Kusum Sarovar, there is actually a garden. In that garden, Uddhavaji is present as a Gulmalata, a creeper. Every day gopis go to pluck these the flowers. They step on this creeper, and Uddhava considers his life. He considers that he has attained the perfection of his life. Uddhava looked for the grace of gopis, especially Radharani. Arjun looked for the grace of Radharani. I'm cutting the story short. Arjun went to Krishna as when Krishna came as Narayan, Arjun was a Nara, attained perfection. And who was a dearest friend in Dwarka Lila Hastinapur? So Arjun, intimate friend. But Arjun felt, Krishna, I want that grace. I want to experience that culmination of human perfection, attaining Krishna Prema. Krishna said, I cannot give it. Only one person can give, that is Radharani. Arjun went, prayed to Radharani. Arjun went to Vrindavan, and by the grace of Radharani, Arjun became Arjuniya Gopi and received the grace of Radharani, tasted that Krishna Prema by the grace of Radharani, that unlimited joy and attained perfection. So, forget about anybody. Krishna also says, I want your grace. One day, Jayadev Goswami, he wrote this. Tavapada pankajapallo madaram priye chanse. So, Krishna, Radharani's love is unfathomable, amazing. I cannot reciprocate with the love she has. So Krishna, what he did, he bent down and he touched her feet and he took dust on his feet and took the dust and put on his head. He wrote up to that. He said, no, this is wrong. Krishna is a Supreme Personality of Godhead. Radharani is his energy, his internal potency. That is wrong. Maybe Leela is okay, but Tattva is not right. He didn't write. He told his wife, Padmavati, I'll go and take bath. I'm very disturbed. She said, what happened? No, I am disturbed. Because why the thought came? Why am I belittling Krishna? Yes, 10 minutes. I'll tell you. So, what is that? No. Then he went out. Few minutes later, he came inside. He told his wife, Sarvad Prasad, he ate, and again he left. Few minutes later, he came inside. Said, Sir Prasad. Wife said, what are you talking? You already ate and left. See, there is a plate of Prasad. He said, no, I didn't come. No, you came inside. You went inside and you wrote and you told me to serve Prasad. I served you, you ate and left. Really, it's not me. He went inside. And when he opened the book, whatever he wanted to write, Krishna came in his form and he wrote it. Tapada Pankaja Pallam Mudaram. So Radharani Krishna bent down and took dust from Radharani and put on his head. Wow. So why she is so, so how do we, on this very auspicious day, how do we get that receiver grace? So don't tell you'll come and join full time in our temple. We don't have any place here. Stay where you are. Continue doing your jobs. Continue taking good care of your families. You don't need to alter anything. But add Krishna, add Radharani to your life. Add bhakti to your life. So we have only I'm cutting the story short. They want to open the temple. It's ready. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. Ekatmano api bhupura dehe bito gato. So Lord Chaitanya, as I said before, Krishna plus Radharani is Lord Chaitanya. And he came and gave the easiest process. What Shiva was looking for, what Brahma was looking for, what Narada Muni was looking for, he came to bestow. Srila Prabhupada, for this one reason, 70-year-old man, 2 heart attacks, seasickness, coming to America with 40 rupees. He wrote this song. He punya kori bohabe Radharani kushi habe. Oh, my dear brothers of America, Krishna tava punya habe bhai. You will attain the perfection of your life. If only you take shelter of Radharani. When Srila Prabhupada was writing this song, not even one American even knew the name of Radharani. They may know Krishna because Bhagavad Gita already came. See his cry, the power of his cry, the power of his Guru's blessing. Srila Prabhupada, in 12 years, he started 108 temples. Why? Srila Prabhupada cried for the grace of Radharani. That is compassion. My real devotee means when you show affection to Krishna, it is called love. You turn back, you show the same affection to your fellow living being, brothers and sisters. It is called compassion. Srila Prabhupada has that unlimited compassion. He prayed in Radha temple for all of us. He prayed for people he did not even know. Why? He wanted everyone to go back to Godhead and receive the grace of Radharani and stay there eternally and experience a pleasure which is not associated with any pain, but unlimited eternal pleasure with no pain. Srila Prabhupada ki. Yes. So Lord Chaitanya, what he did, Lord Chaitanya, he gave that process. Simple thing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's the mantra. Once in a week, you come here for 1 hour, which is less than 1% of, which is less than 2% of your week, and learn and give it to others. More important, give it to others. So I have 6 minutes. They want to open it. You can take the night darshan. How she appeared first time. So Radharani, one day Krishna in the spiritual world, you all know spiritual world, right? Golapur, Vaikunta. In the Vaikunta, the topmost planet of Vaikunta is called Goloka Vrindavan. Goloka eva nivasati akilatma bhuta govinda madhipaksham tamam bhajami. And that Goloka Vrindavan, Rasa Mandala, Krishna was sitting. Suddenly he developed a desire to enjoy. When he developed a desire to enjoy, from his body, one young girl manifested. She manifested in little distance and she looked at Krishna. She started running towards Krishna with an intent to serve. Ra means rasa. Dha means dhavamana. She is running towards Krishna only to serve. That's why she is called Radha. Ra means Rasamandala, Dha means Dhavamana, running to serve Krishna. So she is not different from Krishna, but she has only one desire, to serve Krishna. That's why Anaya Radhana. Radharani means Aradhana. She worships Krishna perfectly. Because she manifested into this in the spiritual world with only one intention, to serve Krishna, she is called Radha. When you offend somebody, it is called aparadha, offense. Then Radharani won't be there. You're chanting is ruined the next day. If you really want to test that, go to one devotee, give him left and right. And tomorrow you try, see your chanting, what will happen. Then you will write in your PhD. If you offend your devotee, Radharani will disappear from your life. Research proven. So, I mean, no time actually. And but how she manifested in the spiritual material world, Golak Vrindavan. Actually, Krishna every millennium, when one day of Brahma, one Kalpa, Krishna descends. So Krishna told Radharani, I want to go to earth. Will you come? Radharani said, I cannot come without Yamuna, without Govardhan, all the 12 forests of Vrindavan. In other words, they all came because of Radharani's request. Krishna said, no problem, they will come. They already left, so please come. So, Mukhya Raval is a place. Rishabhanu Maharaj and Kirtida, they did not have children. And because of their intense prayers, one day, Rishabhanu Maharaj went to the bank of Yamuna. They worshipped sun god Surya Narayan. So by his grace, actually now Rishabhanu Maharaj is actually sun god. So when he was praying, when he went in the morning to the bank of Yamuna, there was a lotus, 1,000-petal lotus he saw. On the 1,000-petal lotus, he saw a beautiful girl. That's Radha. Radha Gopjanal Bhavan ki. So 3 more minutes. Can I take 3 more minutes and finish? So that is a pastime. How do we obtain our grace? A good sadhana. How do we obtain our grace? Good sadhana. Wake up in the morning, chant your rounds. You have a bank account. 50 years later, that will be there, but you won't be there. Hare Krishna mantra is a bank account that will come with you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So do this every day. Get up in the morning and allocate allocate it for you only. You serve your company, you serve your family, serve yourself. Sit in one corner and do the mantra meditation, please. If you start from tomorrow, next year you'll have 1 year bank account. 1 year. After 20 years, you'll have 20 years of bank account. But every day you have to start. If you decide to do that without fail, you should know you have Radharani's grace. What is the first one? Second one, Sadachara. Just because you have become a devotee, don't use philosophy to give left and right to everybody. Sadachar means good behavior. I'm talking to myself first. Sadachar means good behavior. Forgive. Without forgiveness and forgetfulness, there is no relationship in this world. If you remember in your heart, 20 years ago, my father bet me, when I'll become big dad, I'll tell you. That's wrong. If you harbor ill feelings towards somebody, we cannot make progress in spiritual life. Forgive, it's okay. Forgive, chodo, leave it and go forward. If you forgive, you'll be forgiven. Sadachar, good behavior, forgive. Third one more minute is there. Seva. Radharani has 8 Sakhis. Under 8 Sakhis, there are more Sakhis. Under them Manjaris. Under them Upamanjaris. But Guru is a very dear servant of Radharani. So serve Guru. Srila Prabhupada is a foundational Siksha Guru. And under him his disciples are there. Serve your spiritual master. Serve devotees. Seva. Actually, we are giving a what is not triple S program, what is that? Tetra S program, 4S program. The satsang, once in a week, come and listen. You lend your ear to us, we'll give prasad to you. Prasad means mercy. So we give knowledge, we give prasad in the form of knowledge, we give prasad in the form of kirtan, we give prasad in the form of prasad. Harinam, Hare Krishna mantra, it will purify your mind. Prasad will purify your senses. We give Bhagavad Gita knowledge, it will purify, it will sharpen your intelligence. And if you stay with if you associate with devotees, definitely your ego will be purified. That you have to tolerate. That is expected. So I exactly finished 1 minute late. Thank you very much. And if I've spoken anything wrong, do excuse me as a humble servant. I'll take only 1 minute. I explained the Radha Tattva. Then I also explained how different devotees were looking for the grace of Radharani. And I told you what is the 4S formula to gain the grace of Radharani. So again, I'm good for nothing, all the impurities in my heart. But by your grace, probably I may make progress. But thank you very much for your patient audience. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki, Radha Gopijanal Bhavan ki, Radhaastami ki, Mother of the Universe, Goddess of Devotion, Radharani ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande. Thank you.